Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had a little fart in the stream there. Don't know what happened. But anywho, it is Friday. Um my computer's acting dumb, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Um and let me see. Um bring up I thought I was doing nope, that's not the right one. Yeah, it's still got how do I darn. Hmm. Come on. All right. Looks like it's working all right. Let's assume it's going well. Yeah, so I started this video already, and then this I had to restart my computer. But it looks like YouTube still has the other one going, which is dumb. Let me see if I can go over and cancel it on YouTube. So dumb. For some reason, so I'm using Streamlabs, and this happened to me before, where a video stopped, and I had to cancel it, right? But it didn't stop the stream. Like the stream is still going on YouTube. So let me go over to YouTube and see if I can just manually stop it. And then of course my cursor is missing on Google Chrome. Wonderful. All right, so let me see my videos. Let me go to my videos. All right, yeah, so I have two videos. They both say they're live now. So let me go to this one and see if I can cancel it. And there's somebody watching. Edit video. Let's see if I can even cancel it. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'll be right with you. I will draw some Spawn and some Angela, I promise. I started this drawing on Wednesday night's Drawn and Quartered episode. All right, so, and I'm gonna finish it. So let's see. It says I can edit it, but no, I need to go to, let's see here. I'm in Studio, live, here we go. Should be able to do it here. All right, I got two live videos. Dun dun dun. Can I see if I can? No, it won't let me do it. Well, that's dumb. Let me see here. View in live studio. Let's see what happens when I go to live studio. End stream. There we go. That's what I want. End the stream, man. Yes, I want to end it. Yeah, it doesn't let me pick back up where I left off in Streamlabs, so I can't like continue the video that's going for some reason. There might be a way, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, great. Now I only have one stream going, so hopefully everybody will come over here. Mike, thank you for coming back. I can see and hear you. Wonderful. All right, good deal. So now that that's out of the way, and I can see you on my little chat that I have open, and I'm going to come over here. Let me set up my mic, set up my camera. Hold on. Okie dokie. All right, so this is where I left off on Wednesday night. Spawn and Angela. This is from the Spawn Drawn and Quartered episode. So I've got a bit more to do here, a bit more, and yeah. But Mike, I need to. We should set up a stream next week. We can come on together and hang out. Trade secrets, that kind of stuff, you know. Tell me how I can do stuff better, and I'll trade my secrets with you, man. But So Spawn here, I actually I opened my Inktober 2018 little sketchbook, and this is my reference photo. So that's what I'm using for my reference. Inktober 2018. So lots of cool 90s inspired stuff in here. You would probably dig it, Mike. Faux Show, got the Savage Dragon, just all kinds of 90s characters. Union, Mr. Majestic, Striker. So yeah, these are all my Inktober sketches. You've probably seen this before, but yeah. It's available on my store if anybody is interested. Only 15 bucks. It's like a great deal. So, all right, so I'm coming in here. Yeah, man, so let's talk about it. We'll set it up for next week. Tell me a good day and we'll do it. The last time I used StreamYards to have a guest on, though, it like YouTube, somebody flagged it on YouTube or something. I don't know what happened, but I had Gary Shipman on and it got flagged. So I don't know what that's all about. So we'll give it a try, though. We'll see what happens. We could always just do it Facebook Live. If there's any issues, we'll make it happen. So I was looking at some pictures of Angela and all these ribbons and stuff flying all over the place. They have crazy detail on all over it. So, yeah. Nighthawk Warrior, what's going on, man? How's Shadow Sentry? I'm glad you asked, sir. Glad you asked. Let's see. So, I finished page 11. So here is page 11. I don't know if I showed this to you guys yet. Lots of blacks going on. So that is page 11. Finished that one up. And then just finished this one yesterday. Page 12. So there you go. Finished that yesterday. So yeah, I didn't get to stream yesterday. Wasn't feeling too good, but yeah, I was able to finish this at least. So I got these ready. I got 2 new pages of colors in. So I'm just getting those set up, and then I will put those on the campaign page and post them out for everybody to see. So yeah, and then the next few pages are being colored as well. Got my man Kid Icarus working on those. So I'll let you know when those are up and ready to view. So yeah, and as far as the campaign goes, let's see. What am I at right now? Let me check the Google. Let's see if I'm probably really close to. What? I don't have it on my phone. It's not there. What's going on? Oh, there it is. Hold on. Get back. I did have another contribution come in, so I don't know if I'm past 12,000 or if I'm just really close to it, but I will let you know. Crap, how do I go back? Indiegogo. Shadow Sentry. But how are you doing, Nighthawk Warrior? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Oops, there it is. 11,965. So less than 50 bucks away from 12,000 and hitting the next stretch goal. Yo. And there's 18 days left. So there you go. Check it out. Link is in the description. Yes, sir. It's a superhero team book, an X-Men meets the Matrix, I like to call it, with a supernatural twist. So check it out. The pages are up on the campaign page, so if you need some, if you need a little nudge, just check out the art. I think you'll find it very fascinating and lovely and detailed, and the colors are great. And yeah, so check it out. Okay, all right, enough of that. And on the right of the screen, that is my cover that I've done. So there you go. Alright, so anyway, I gotta do all this detail stuff in Angela's little thing here, but first I'm gonna do a lot of ink work in the background. I'm just gonna grab my bucket of ink, a little bucket of ink, and I'm gonna make the background, I think, pretty much all black. I did draw some smoky stuff going on over here, but we'll see about that. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that or what. I got a strap here hanging down from this gun. Ink that. Straps, chains, weapons, pouches, all keystones of the 90s era. Of course, I'm drilling through that, which I will have to take out with some ink, or excuse me, some whiteout. Maybe put some bullets on that, yeah? There we go. Here. I'm working with my 5 here, but it's coming out pretty thin, so I'll just keep going with that. Yeah, so how are you guys doing? What have y'all been up to? It's pouring out raining today, so we're staying inside. Angela is now a Marvel character, and she was killed off in Spawn Comics before she got back to the original creator, and he sold her to Marvel. What? Why did he do that? That's weird. I've never heard of such things. Are you sure about that? Are you sure? That sounds crazy ridiculous. Why would Todd McFarlane sell a character to Marvel? They really liked her that much? I've honestly never seen her in a Marvel comic before. So I'm going to take your word for it, man. Take your word for it. Drawing like a madman. Nice. What page are you on? I'm trying to get this finished up for tonight and possibly sell it on Friday night auctions if there is indeed Friday night auctions tonight. So that's why I'm working on this. Oh yeah, and then the other night, I mentioned I had a bad night, but I was like, I woke up because my daughter was crying and blah blah blah, and then I was laying in bed and I'm like thinking of this cool image in my head of one of my characters, how I want to draw him, and it was like bugging me. So I was like, I should have just got up and drew, but I just laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. 38 of 50. Awesome, man. That's great. Todd lost the rights to her, and Neil Gaiman was co-creator and sold her to Marvel. Wow. It's interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize Neil Gaiman wrote that one. Or I don't know if he did a run or whatever, but when I was looking up images for her, I saw that I saw his name on there. I was like, oh wow, I did not realize that. I didn't pick up on that when it first came out. So very, very interesting. It's one of those fun facts. And I think this is too thin. I don't know. You know what? And what I'm going to do, some of this area is going to be black, so I might just want to create these chain links in whiteout. I might just do that. I think I'm going to use some ink wash, or use like that smear technique that Jim Lee loves, and do some stuff in the background. Either that or do it all black. I don't know. But we'll see here. Because I don't know if all black will be like too much. I don't know. But I do want to do some brush work on this. So I have some of the cape drawn in here. Kind of around. And then all the rocks, I'm going to have to add all the details into there. So Mike, who is your biggest inspiration in comics? Who's your favorito to look at? And then tell me, my friend, what's your favorite 90s comic? What's your favorite? Do 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 do. I'd say mine is definitely the Wildcats, and I think my favorite issues were like issue 5, and then the Killer Instinct crossover with Cyberforce. That was my favorite. I just feel like the art and the team and just everything was just spot on during those issues. I was loving it. Do some black and then use a Presto whiteout pen and use your thumb to make smoke. It's a good idea. Dash a good idea. I do have the Presto whiteout pen. I have 2 of them, but the other one is it's kind of on its way out. So I've had these for a long time, actually. So the only thing with doing that, I noticed when I the whiteout turns yellow. It's the only thing I don't like about it, and I don't know if it's like Wills Portaccio. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It turns yellow, so I don't know. I could just outline the smoke, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Gosh, YouTube just quit on me. I can't read the people's comments if you quit on me, man. My phone's been acting dumb lately, man. I'm using apps and then they just like quit all of a sudden, just like they're gone, and they just close on me. I hate it. It's bugging me. I don't know why it's happening. I feel like it's you know, usually they say if something's going crazy with your phone, it's probably because you downloaded a new app and your phone doesn't like it. But yeah, I don't know what the deal is, man. I don't know which app to delete. Of course, I got all these kiddie games on my phone now because my kids, like, you know, they need something to do, and I'm downloading all these games for them. So, I'm sure it has something to do with that. Something to do with it. All right. Draw this here. Wills Portaccio. So what's your favorite comic, man? Would it be the Wetworks series? I actually, you're gonna be jealous, but I got to sit next to him at San Diego Comic-Con last year. And it's funny, I got to know his wife more than I did get to know him because he was hardly there. You know, he'd like disappear to do signings and whatever. And so I got to, you know, meet his wife and talk to them. But the last day I brought a bunch of his books and he signed them for me. So that was sweet. Oh, and then he gave me, or maybe I bought it, I forget. He did a lot of the covers to the Major X series, and so I got a cover from that with his signature. So that was cool. And I was like right across from Scott Williams, so I bought a print from him, and I was like, dude, I was like in 90s heaven. I was across from Scott Williams, and Alex Sinclair. And then who else was over there? There's another guy right next to him. Oh, Richard Friend was there. So that was cool. Last year is when my stepfather passed away, or my father-in-law, excuse me. So I was I missed a lot of the days there, but you know, I got to see those guys when I was there, so it was cool. Do. Yeah, Jim Mark Wilch. I say Wilch. It looks like Wilch. Killer Instinct. Yeah. The 10th. Yeah, Tony Daniel. That was some good stuff. I have those. This guy that I know, I don't know if you remember, they had the signing with all the Wildstorm guys, all the Homage guys, and they had the cover, and it was like, you know, Jim Lee did it, and it was like Spartan and a few other characters, and they all signed it, and he went and he got a copy, and he said he was going to give it to me, and he's like, oh, I'll get it graded and blah blah blah, and so I was like, sweet, and he still hasn't gotten it back to me, so but you know, I mean, he got it, so I guess whatever. I got my hopes up, man. I got my hopes up. So, but anyway, I did see it. He did show it to me, and he said he was gonna get it graded, and then like I never saw it again. So it's a bummer. Todd McFarlane is doing the Kickstarter. Yep. Nighthawk, you missed it, but Mike said that it's in the comments. Mike said that because Neil Gaiman was a co-creator of Angela, he then sold the rights to her to Marvel after whatever. Did they have like a disagreement or something? Boom. Where did you put that in there? I'm trying to find it. Down. Todd lost the rights to her, and Neil Gaiman, who co-created her, sold her to Marvel. Okay, there you go. Do. Nice, the Killer Instinct tour book. Nice. Yes, sir. So anyway, yeah, Todd's killing it on Kickstarter over there, man. Don't know if he's at 1 million yet, but I'm sure he will get there. Yeah, I think if any of those early 90s guys, like if Jim Lee, any of those guys, man, I think if they did a Kickstarter for even like a new comic, dude, they would easily get $1 million. That would be so cool if they did. We need those old good comics back. But yeah. But of course, like, you know, Spawn is already out there. Savage Dragon. I miss Pit, man. I love Pit. I was looking at some images of Pit the other day, and I think I saw The Darkness and Pit, and I didn't realize they did a crossover. I know, what's his name? What is his name? The guy who drew Pit. Oh crap, I can't remember his name. Help me out, Mike. Dale Keown. There it is. I know he drew The Darkness for a bit, but I never saw Pit in there. And so that'd be cool if they had like a little crossover. I'll have to check that out. Nighthawk Warrior has no idea about Pit, do you? Do you, man? You don't know about the Pit. He's awesome. So Dale Keown used to draw the Hulk a lot. He was an awesome artist for the Hulk. And yeah. Dale Keown did the Pit for Image, and it was awesome. Awesome! So, if you can ever get some, man, I'd say do it there, Nighthawk. He's just got like killer muscles, and his shading is just dope. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Rob Willis, if that's how you pronounce his name, who's doing Shinobi Sasquatch. His art looks like Stephen Platt, but he's got a little bit of Dale Keown in there too, I think, with his cross-hatchings. I think it looks sweet. I gotta look and see if I backed Shinobi Sasquatch. I'm not sure. I think I did, but I don't know. Pitt is Image Comics Purple Hulk, Eric. But he's not purple. He's not purple. He's like weird skin tone. Todd is at, dang, wow, that's insane. 98,000. Wait, yeah, 98,000. Wow, it's closing up quick. What about the Max? The Max is purple. The Max is purple. That's Sam Keith. That's his character. But yeah, he's cool too. I read those. Those are funky. They're cool. Yeah, I bought like every single issue that came out of anything Image back in the day, man. I was just like mesmerized. So what is this awesomeness before me? I must have it. And I bought it all. End of story. And then I ended up getting like all the Spawn comics. And in high school, for some odd reason, there was something I wanted apparently, and I sold like all my Spawn collection to this guy. I don't know what I was thinking, but then I ended up having to go back and, you know, rebuy all the issues of Spawn that I lost or gave away. I don't know what the heck I was thinking, but yeah, I don't know. I made him like this trade of some sort. I can't remember what the heck for, but I remember the dude, Jason Montague was his name. I sold my collection. I think it was because at the time I had all the Spawn issues and I didn't even read them. I just had them sitting there, you know. And so I'd buy these books, and some of them I wouldn't read just because I didn't have time to read them all. And so I never really got into Spawn, so I didn't know what I was missing. And then like after the fact, then I go back and I start reading Spawn, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. What did I do? And then I fell in love with Todd McFarlane. So there's that story. Me too. What did you do? You sold all your Spawn too? It's funny. Us guys selling our Spawn. What's going on here? All right, where am I at here? Yeah, Mike, I'm excited to talk to you, bro. I want to find out what stuff you use, what's in your arsenal. I use Prismacolor for doing, you know, bigger black areas, but they're both dying on me, so I need to get more. So I'm gonna turn to my inkwell, and I think you ink with Crowquill, right? I think I saw you inking with Crowquill. But yeah, I never mastered the Crowquill, man. So I stick to my Copics. So I'm gonna lock that in. No, bought everything. Oh, okay. Spawn number 1 is getting reprinted again with the new Kickstarter campaign for his new figure, new variant cover art. Tada's huge influence. A lot of crap. Yeah. I saw an image online of like new coloring over like the Spawn character from I think it was an image from Spawn number 1. Is it recolored? If he like remastered it, man, that'd be awesome. I should probably go read the campaign page, see what's up. I'm not huge into figures. I'm tempted to get in on that, but I don't know. I'm not something I have to have. But we'll see. We'll see. Not to mention funds are all tight right now, you know what I mean? So. Nighthawk Warrior. Eric, did you want to commission me for a grifter? I feel like you really, really want me to. As I said before, I'd like to, but you know, I don't think I can right now, man. But if you're gonna back me into a corner, and like try and, you know, beat me up about it, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're pushing me into a corner, man. I don't want to do it right now. But if you're gonna back me into a corner, that's not a wise idea, my friend. I don't like being in corners, okay? Okay. When I'm able, I will get a commission from you of Grifter. Sound good? Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Doing brand new cover art for the figures for the most part when the urge hits, but mostly microns, some Japanese brush pens, Faber-Castell Pit Brush, $1.99. Nice. Cool deal. I was just asking, Eric, sorry. I know, but you asked me like 3 days ago, so I feel like you're just kind of like bugging me, and I thought I answered you fully before, so I'm just saying, man. It's all good. Just joking. Sorta. Really, leave me alone about it. I'll get one from you when I can. I'm just joking, but not really. Leave me alone. I'm just being funny. Alright, so anyway, this spawn drawing. I noticed a lot of artwork sometimes is like problem solving. Like, oh, I want to do this. How am I going to do it? What's the best way to do it? Got to tackle this problem here. Tackle this issue. What's the best way to do it? Well, that's looking good. Sometimes these microns, man, you get the right angle and it's like, oh yeah, it's perfect. It's working how I would imagine it should, but not always. But yeah, I'm like dreading doing all this detail on these things here. So it's like this. And then there's lines and circles, I think, and X's. I gotta look at a, hold on. Let me check out a reference image real quick for Angela. Let's see. Where are my images? Downloads. There we go. Yeah, I'll show you one of these images I found. I don't know if you can see that, but all these things flying all over the place have, yep, it's an X, a line, a circle, and then repeat. And then Terry Boggard. So that one you can't really see him. There's a Jim Lee one. You can't really see him. I guess I can make it up if I have to, but I gotta, what? Yeah, that's a lot of detail. So a line and then an X. Why does he gotta make it so difficult, man? I'm looking at these pictures and like, can you imagine having to draw that every time? And you gotta add all those details every time? That's like, gosh, can you imagine how much time that takes? Whew, mind blown. Oh man, my wife doesn't have any butter. What's going on in the world, bro? Is there quarantine going on or something? I'm gonna have to go out and brave the coronavirus and the cold weather and the rain and get my wife some butter. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do the man thing. I'm gonna don my mask, put on my hazmat suit, and I'm going out. You can't stop me. Now my question though is it on both sides or just one side? Yeah, it looks like the underside is black. Alright, that kind of saves my life a little. So the underside is black. And alright. Try and draw a parallel line here. Alright. straight line, circle, straight line, X. Oh, man. It's a good thing I don't have anything else to do today. I can just draw X's nose. And more X's nose. This is great. So there's a little bit of it. And kind of, it's nice too, because then it kind of pops it out a little bit, all the little details. Kind of makes it shoot forward there. So that's kind of cool. But asking me if I want to do this all over the place. Heck no. As long as it looks cool, I don't mind. Alright, so let me see. Mike, do you use the Bemojis? Do you use you mentioned the Japanese pens. Is that what you use? Because these guys are awesome. This one is I think the medium fine or something. I don't know, but I'll fill in this with the black. Yeah, I really like the Bemoji brush pen. That's what I use a lot of. Yeah. I'm gonna make this thicker. Yeah, I get these at Hobby Lobby. There's a brush pen, there's a fine, medium fine, really fine, something something. And yeah, but these are really good. If you've never used them, I'd recommend them. I use the brush pen for my holding lines, and then the other ones for whatever else I could find use for. Tombow 2. Never heard of those. Alright, I'm wondering. Let me figure this out here. Kids are playing hide and go seek. I don't know if you can hear the counting. It's an ultimate game of hide and go seek going on. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Nighthawk Warrior is drawing his first comic book. Are you streaming that, Nighthawk? You should be. If you're not, you should be. You should do it. I think he has more subs than I do. How many subs do you have now, Nighthawk? He's like crushing it. Also on Instagram. Check him out. Mike McMahon is also an artist, Nighthawk. He's working on a book as well called USA Assassin. Is it Assassins or Assassin? I want to get it straight in my brain. But yeah, so that'll be coming out soon, I believe. $3.99. You got more than me, man. Awesome. How big is this boot? This big boot here. I feel like the chat is really lagging behind. You had 400. Did someone... Mike McMahon sent you a pic, Eric, on Twitter. Oh, nice. Singular, USA Assassin. Alright, it's one dude. It's not a team. Got it. Going to the pic on the tweeters. Bada boom. Bada boom. Gosh, gotta back out all these windows here. Nice. There's the Beemojis. Nice. And that big fat gray one, that's the Tombow, is it called? Nice. That's cool. And what are the smaller ones? Is that the Faber Castle? Very nice. Cool, man. Yeah, I noticed that. YouTube is dumb with the subscribers sometimes. That happened to me. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I think I'm ready to. Well, no, I gotta hold on. A lot of these lines are just kind of like thrown in there. I gotta beef them up, help them out a little, give them some love. And then, so her thing is crackling and breaking and swooping over here, and then I want his cape doing something crazy cool behind her. Just add to the craziness. Give the colorist some headaches. The gray is Pentel, the smaller ones are Tombow. Okay. Pentel. What kind of do tell. The Pentel, is that what kind of, is that a brush or what kind of pen is that? It looks massive and huge. Do I have any questions about your comic? No, but go ahead and just you can talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it, and you know, if anybody doesn't know about it, you could let them know about it, and then they can find out about it. And then anybody in the chat that has a question for Nighthawk, go ahead and chat it to him, and Nighthawk can answer any questions you may have about his comic. When are you planning to launch your comic? That's my question. When's your planned launch date? It's a brush. Okay, nice. I figured, is it refillable? It looks refillable. Is it a refillable brush? Because that'd be cool. I haven't seen any art on your Twitter. Where can I see some? Mike, are you talking to me or Nighthawk? Yeepers. I'm sorry. That Yeepers, was that Yeepers for me or was that for Nighthawk? I'm not sure yet, Eric. I'm still drawing pages and I got stuck and now drawing a page today. Yeah. Don't get stuck, man. Nighthawk. Okay, cool. All right. Bum, 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 you know what? I need to help my brain out and kind of dissect what's going to be happening in the background here. So I got his cape all the way up here, and I was like, all right, well, I'll throw some cape stuff down here. So I'm just going to black in some areas and help my brain process what I'm trying to do. Kind of separate the background from the foreground elements. And that'll help me flush this out. And then I'll just make his cape have holes in it and stuff. And then I can, I think that'll help the foreground background stuff. Your pictures disappear on Twitter. Not sure why. Ugh. Nighthawk, when you've sent me pictures in the past, I've noticed. Whoa, I noticed I can't view them all the time. A lot of the time when you send me stuff, I think. I'm trying to remember what platforms you've sent me stuff on, but whenever you've like emailed me stuff and I can't view it, and so I wonder if it's like how you do it, how you do the pictures or something. I don't know, but I don't know, that's weird. That should not happen, man. That should not happen. Alrighty. What's up, Nikki Harris? What's going on, man? What's going on your side of the planet? What is going on over there? Are you guys still in lockdown? What are you guys up to? With the virus that shall not be named. And are you in an area that has been heavily affected? Yeah, I don't know, Nighthawk. Sorry about that, man. I hope you get that figured out. But Instagram is the place to be for photo images. Faux show. I'm actually working on I'm going to create a new website for myself. It's going to be so I've taken photos over the years, and so I'm finally going to put together some kind of like photo thing. Nikki Harris said, yes, we are. It's a bit relaxed, though. That's good. I don't know how crazy it was, but I'm glad it's relaxed. Does that mean you can like go out now, or? Well, whatever. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm glad it's relaxed. That's kind of how I feel we are here. Is we're on lockdown, but it's relaxed. So you're in Illinois and we are shut down. I think London and the southeast are more affected. I'm down in Kent to the southeast. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, we're on lockdown. Like everything is shut down, but I'm assuming just like everybody else, you can go out to get food and essentials and stuff, but other than that, they want you to stay home. My comic is called Savage Hawk, and it's about a teenage superhero who lives in Neo, New York in 2099. Nice. I like Neo, New York. It sounds cool. All right. Let's see here. Where to next? Oh yeah, but I was saying, so I'm collecting all the photos that I've taken of landscapes and cool stuff, and I'm gonna compile them, and I'm gonna try and do some sales with them, and then also so I'll have the image itself for sale, but then I'll also have inspirational prints of them as well. So some of them have like Bible verses on them, and then some will just be the plain old image. But I made a Pixie Set website just last night or this morning. I forget when I did it. And so I'm kind of getting that going. It's always been something I wanted to do, and I just really haven't had time. So I'm going to put that together. It's relaxing that not everyone is doing as the government has told them. It's supposed to be essential shopping or work, and like one outside exercise a day recommended. Gotcha. Yeah. The villain is someone who won't be expecting, and his parents are scientists. Nice. Cool. Yeah, the few times I have gone out, I'm surprised by the number of people who are out. it seems like, you know, roads are busy and, you know, there's just a lot of people out and about. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. I had a dentist appointment that I just didn't even go to. I hate going to the dentist. Partly because I have hemophilia, and they tell me every time, oh, you gotta take your meds. It's like, I remember this one time I showed up. They're like, did you take your meds? I'm like, no. And then they sent me home. They wouldn't do the whatever stuff on me because I have hemophilia. And the one time that I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I ended up going to the hospital for like a week because, you know, the blood just wouldn't stop bleeding in my mouth. So after that, for some reason, the dentist thinks I need to have this medicine. It's called Ambicar, and basically stops the breakdown of any because you're inside your mouth. It's naturally acidic, so it kind of breaks down any blood clot that might form. So the Ambicar kind of stops that a little bit, and so it helps the blood to clot more in your mouth. And so, you know, I needed it the one time for freaking getting my wisdom teeth taken out. It's like surgery, you know, and then the dentist thinks I need it every time. And so now every time I go to the dentist, I'm like, yeah, I took my Ambicar, and I really didn't. And so I have to lie every time, and I hate it. It's so dumb. So yeah. So I need to I think I have a doctor's note sitting around somewhere where I actually had the doctor write a note to my dentist being like, he doesn't need this, he's fine, you're good, you could stop using that. So just dumb stuff. But anyway, I didn't go to my dentist appointment the other day. Long story short. All right, I think I'm gonna do these details here. Circle X, and you know, Todd McFarlane could have just made these things like black on here, but no, he had to go and make them like, had to draw each one. Thanks, Todd. I got my taxes done the other day, so I talked to my tax guy yesterday, and we're getting a nice refund, which will be helpful during this time. And my wife's off of work because she just had a baby, so she's not going back for a bit. So we will need some extra money. So thank you, tax return. And having 3 kids helps. We just had a 4th, so that means bigger child, whatever it's called. We'll get a bigger child tax credit next year. So that's nice. So if you need some extra money, consider doing your taxes, guys. Nikki, I don't know how you guys do your things there, but I don't know if you can do that as well. But if you can, I suggest it. She is great, man. Here, I'll show you guys a little picture real quick. I took this morning. So she's got the cutest smile. So sometimes, you know, babies, they just smile every now and then. It's hard to like figure out when they're gonna do it, but when they do, it's precious. So I kind of snagged this little picture this morning. Cracking a little smile there. But yeah, since she came home, man, I've been trying to get a good picture of her smiling. So that one came out pretty good. And let's see, this was her sleeping this morning on our bed, just all relaxed and wonderful. So that is Emma Lynn, little baby girl. It's been great, man. Yep. Already going in February. Nice. Oh, do you mean your tax return is already gone? It's been burned in February. Do. All right, I need to plug in my computer real quick. Plug this in. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Cool. Let's see here. Gotcha. Playing catch up on the bills. I hear that. Yeah. All right. Let me do some more on the guns. How far are you from Chicago, Mike? Pop out here. I used to get out to, I was in Chicago, I think a handful of times. I used to go to the Wizard World Chicago show, and I think it's Rosemont, and where C2E2 is. I went to C2E2 once, and I don't know why I did not have a great show. It's like a really, it's a huge show. It's really good. A lot of people will say they have, really make out really well there if they're an artist. And I did not have a great show. I was in Artist Alley, and yeah. So I have not made it back. I'm trying, but I have not made it back there yet. But yeah. The one time I was there, we did get to go to downtown Chicago, and it was kind of cool. I had dinner at this one restaurant and saw all these dudes. 2.5 hours. Wow. I think, yeah, I forget how far we had to drive, but it was a bit of a drive. There was somebody we knew there that we stayed with, I think, and then we drove downtown, and we were eating dinner, and it was like out on the patio near the street, and like all these cool souped up motorcycles were like driving down the road and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's kind of noise. Ugh. It was better before Wizard took over. Yeah, Wizard kind of like took a downhill turn. I used to do all the Wizard magazine. That's gone. The Quad Cities. That's cool. On the Mississippi. That's rad. That's cool, man. Sounds classy. It's on the Mississippi. What was I talking about? Yeah, I used to do a lot of Wizard shows, and then I did like Wizard World Philly. And the one year they had the whole cast of the Avengers, and like that was like my best show, that I'd ever done at that point. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then the next year, I went back, and it was just like horrible. And then it just slowly went downhill, and then finally it was like, yeah, it just stunk, man. And then you'd be at the convention, and then you're sitting next to across the aisle is like these massage therapists, and then there's a fortune teller, and it's like, what? Like, this is a comic convention. What the heck is going on? And so I have not done a lot of the Wizard shows in a long time. Yeah. And I think they got like new ownership too or something, right? If I remember correctly. But yeah. I've been doing a lot more local shows and stuff. Do you do conventions, Mike? I'm curious. Wonder if we've ever been at like a show together and just didn't know it. I wonder. Eric, did you ever do swimsuit Marvel magazines? I have not. I went to Philly show in 2011 with Mark Polton and John Malin. Ah, that's cool. 2011. I wonder if I was doing shows then. 2011. I think 2014. Trying to remember. I think 2014 might have been when the Avengers cast was there, and I think I was at that show maybe 1 or 2 years prior as well. So, but 2011, that might have been sooner than I was there. But yeah. And too, since I'm from Jersey, I would when I did go, I'd go, say hi to my folks over the river. And yeah. That's cool, man. And Mark Polton, he's the guy writing USA Assassin, correct? And he's doing another book too, I saw. That I can't remember the name of. Is it the dog character? I forget the name of it. Malin? As in John Malin. Is John Malin a nice guy? I find that he is. Yes, I think he's a nice guy. I did a stream with him. He does Comicscape Presents, and I've done that with him twice. And yeah, he's a really nice guy, really easy to talk to, and he's done a bunch of Marvel books and stuff. Cool style. Cool Rob Liefeld-esque style. I used to do a lot in Iowa and Illinois. I did an Indiana one. The last couple of years I've been concentrating on getting the book done. Yeah. It's hard when you're actually doing a book, for sure. 2012 Chicago was the last big con I've done. Yes, he wrote Graveyard Shift. Ah, there you go. That was his idea he brought to John. So Eric, did you hear about Anna, that Star Wars girl doing a vampire? I did. I checked out the thing this morning. I saw that. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So good for her. I don't think I've checked out a stream with her on it yet. I don't know if I've ever been on a stream with her. I think Mike had her on a few times or something, but I don't think I was ever on when she was on. But she sounds like a really sweet girl. I remember when she lost her sister. That was crappy. That was right around the time my father-in-law passed away. So I definitely sympathized with her. All right. What am I doing? Let's add some more details, shall we? Sea Dog and codename Kill Switch. That's right. Who's the guy drawing that? Because he's also has a very 90s-esque style. She's CG, Eric. Yes, I know that. Dum, 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 dum. Clint Hilinski. Why does Mike not like Malin or EVS? Long story. This is true. and I probably couldn't even do it justice. So you'll have to ask Mike on one of his streams, and he will divulge all to you, I'm sure. But I'm not gonna get into it. He drew part of the last Youngblood issue from Maximum Press. Yeah, I know. I do miss Malin on Drawn a Quarter. That was fun. But he was like the one guy, like, oh, if I could beat him, I'm gonna beat him this week. But anyway, yeah. I didn't know Malin did one for Maximum Press. That's cool. Yeah, I know. It'd be nice if things could go back. But you're correct. It's not looking too good, man. Just when you think it might get better, then like something else hits the fan, and it's like, come on, serious? But so yeah, I think at this point it's kind of beyond repair. But we'll see, man. It's crazy. But yeah. Oh man, this is gonna take a long time. Yeah, not really into the he said, she said stuff. Yeah. Clint, not John. Oh. Clint Hilinski. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Sorry. He's okay. So he's the artist doing Sea Dog and Codename Killswitch. Is that correct? Sorry, I've lost track of what's going on there. Yeah, he's got a very 90s style. His artwork looks familiar. Like I've seen him, like actually draw a book that I've seen from the 90s, but you'd have to tell me if that's the case or not. I don't know. Mike's got a very interesting story of the 90s when he was still working with Wildstorm, and how there was a point when, and the reason I bring it up is because Clint's artwork kind of reminds me of that kind of style, but like when they started like DV8 and some of the other books, and the style kind of changed, from like that, Jim Lee West Coast heavy style to more of like the Humberto Ramos look, and Joe Mad, so when Joe Mad got big, I think the styles kind of morphed a little bit, and so Mike told me, Jim Lee and Homage, Wildstorm, whatever, they hired all these guys, and their styles were different, and they were doing books like Deviant or Deviate, blah blah blah, and just other books, and book sales started dropping, and like Jim Lee wanted to just fire all these guys, and Mike was like, got really like upset, and just like kind of had a heart to heart with Jim. It was like, dude, like you hired all these guys, and like these guys all like they're like super fanboys of you. They love you. They've been fans of you, and blah blah blah. And so you've basically you've given them this dream job. They're drawing comics, and then like they have a few bad book sales, and then like you fire them, like just like that's not cool, man. And so anyway, I think that's one of the reasons that Mike and Jim kind of had a falling out or something. But Mike can tell the story better than I can. But yeah, I just thought that was very interesting. Mike's always been looking out for Mike Miller, looking out for the little guy, and yeah, I appreciate Mike and his heart. Standing up to Jim Lee. So anyway, and you know, of course, when I met Mike, I was always a Jim Lee fanboy and I loved Jim Lee's work and stuff. So since I met Mike, he's always been trying to get me off the Jim Lee bandwagon. A little bit. So. But yeah. There's no arguing that Jim Lee has one of the coolest styles in comics, in my humble opinion. And that's why I tend to draw like him. I think he's got one of the best styles. So I want to draw like that. So, anywho, Jim just settled for stealing Ali Garza's wife at the time. I know, exactly. And that's another reason why Mike was not a huge fan. Yeah. That's crazy. Stole another man's wife. So Eric, did you ever draw Spawn for Todd McFarlane? I wish I did, my friend. I wish I did. I have not drawn Spawn for Todd McFarlane. The closest I got to working for Image was when they did the Wildstorm talent search in... what was the date? It had to be like 2006 or 7. It would have been around the time I started doing the internship with Mike and started really just getting my foot in the door of doing comics. And wow, 2 hours now. Seriously? Wow, that's a lot. I haven't even had lunch yet. No, it's only an hour and 13 minutes. What's been 2 hours? What's been 2 hours? What'd I miss? 1 hour. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, what? It feels like 2 hours, but no. So anyway, they did the Wildstorm talent search. I did 3 pages. Yeah, 3 pages. They gave a sample script, and it was like Mr. Majestic, Zealot, Grifter, and they break into the installation and, you know, doing something, and then there's these cool robots. It was a 3-page thing. I did it. I went up to LA to I think it was WonderCon, and submitted them on a Saturday. I think it was Friday or Saturday. And then, okay, so I got home from church on Sunday, and I had a phone call on my answering machine, because this is like when we had answering machines still, and phones that were connected to the wall. And it was Scott Dunbier, and he said, "Hey, Eric, we got your submission. You know, we really like it. Can you come down, or, you know, come to the WonderCon show, and we'd like to do another portfolio review with you." And I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But the convention closed in like a few hours, and I'm in San Diego, and I would have to drive 2 hours to LA to actually get to the convention. Pope Fire's here. What's going on? Yeah. Now we could really start. So, you know, I basically got this phone call saying like, "Oh, we like your stuff. Like, we want to do a portfolio review, like a sit-down review." And I couldn't get there in time for it. And I don't even think he left me a callback number. So basically, I was in like the top 5 people, you know, that they were considering for this thing. And so that's as close as I got. So basically that was my chance, and I missed it because I had no idea, like, you know, now knowing what I know about conventions and stuff, like, yeah, I can see, okay, I should probably be there on a Sunday and blah, blah, blah. But I had no idea. And I honestly just ran up there. I don't even think I bought a badge to go into the WonderCon. I just told them like, "Hey, I just have this to drop off. I'm just going to run in, literally drop this off and come right back out. I'm not staying for the show. I'm just here for the Wildstorm talent search." And so I ran in, dropped off my samples on, Saturday or Friday, and then got the call on Sunday, and then that was it. But that I think from that, I think the guy that won was what was his last name? I can't remember. It'll come to me. But anyway, so that was the closest I ever came. And I think the pages are still on my DeviantArt page, on my DeviantArt gallery that I did there. Been the Wildstorm talent search pages, if you want to check it out. And it was probably my best work at the time. So, but yeah, I was sad, very sad. And I think when I went, I wonder, it might have even been before I was working with Mike, because I almost remember passing Mike as I was walking to the place to drop off my samples. I remember this Asian dude with long hair. It's like, hey, he looks familiar. So anyway. So what's going on, Pope Fire? Hey, Pope Fire. Question for you. Would you have me on your channel and I can talk Shadow Sentry? You have a channel, and I don't know why I didn't think about asking you to be on it before. What do you think? Let me know. But I hope you're doing well. Fave, a Cyber Force character? That's a rough one. It'd be between Morgan Striker and Ripclaw. So, I love dudes with guns, but then I also like the claw characters. Like Warblade, I love Warblade, but Grifter's definitely my favorite from the Wildcats. So, I don't know, that's a tough one, man. I'd tune in. There you go, Popeye. You still there, Popeye? 5 viewers. I think she's still there. But did you see this, Nikki? I showed this earlier today, but this is a Morgan Striker from Inktober 2018. So these are all 90s characters. Catelyn Fairchild, Deathblow, Voodoo. These are all the Wildcats. Hellspawn. And this one, Maul, Moid and Void, or Moid, Marlowe and Void, Moid. When they combine together, they're Moid. Zealot, Spartan, and of course my favorite in the front, Grifter. I need to, I was thinking about coloring these and then doing a colored version. That'd be kind of fun. And there's Deacon. These guys are from Shadow Sentry, Commander Noble, and Deacon. But I colored. Oi. So here's the Spartan that I colored. So I was thinking about doing all these like that. It'd be kind of cool. Where'd he go? There he is. Spartan. So yeah. Oi. I only sold one of the originals. I sold the Batman to my friend, but all the others I have, so I could color them up, put them in a new book. All right. I feel like I need more chains. I should do more chains in the background. All right, I gotta finish this gun. Get my ruler. I like the guns when they have like a lot of black, and then you can see all the details and stuff, like that 90s cool looking gun. I don't like dinky little guns. I never liked, sorry I gotta say this, but I never liked Rob Liefeld's guns. Man, they look like, metal bananas or something. Just saying. Sorry, Rob. Just gotta say, Never liked your guns, bro. Sorry. Never liked them. But yeah, man. Jim Lee and Mark Silvestri always had cool guns. Wills Portacio had cool guns. Oh, and you know, I was oh, guys. All right, hold on. Let me grab this real quick. So, new comic that I never read from the 90s that I just got. Check it out. Brass. I'm on a Facebook group, and they were talking about this book, and I'm like, oh man, like I've never, obviously I've heard about it, and I remember seeing the pictures for it, and I love Bennett's work. He's inked Jim Lee a lot and stuff, and so I see him inking Jim's work. I'm like, yeah, I love that stuff. But I never read Brass. So, but just to give you a taste, like look at the detail on that, man. Like just enormous amounts of detail. And like all the stuff that he does on the gun. You see that? It's like, holy crap, dude. Tons of details. Dun dun dun. And then of course the cover folds out. It's just amazing and awesome. But yeah, man, I mean look at the detail. I was just like blown away by just the detail everywhere, all over every page. So I have some issues with his like faces and stuff, and kind of, I don't know, maybe his anatomy is a little off, but like when he's drawing the robots and stuff, it don't matter. But yeah, man, just details filling every stinking page. But yeah, it's like crazy. So anyway, I got this in the mail and I read it like that night. That was cool. But yeah, man, it blows my mind the amount of detail and time that he would take on these pages. So I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Should I be taking like 20 days on each page? I don't know. I wonder how long it took him to work on these. It's like insane. Like this stuff would just drive me bonkers because I hate like using the ellipticals and stuff and like drawing circles in perspective. Like, ugh, that just, ugh. I'd rather not do it, but man, this guy's crazy good. So anyway, check that out. And there's nothing coming through in the chat. Are you guys chatting? Pope Fire's never responded to me. Did she leave already? She came in, said she was here, and she disappeared. But anyway, it's coming up on an hour and a half, guys. My stomach's telling me I should probably eat something. I didn't do any recommendations on Wednesday, but if you guys want to check out Brass, if you want to see some crazy cool detail, you need to check out some Brass. I got it on mycomicshop.com. Yeah, so was it a long run? No, it's 3 issues. This is basically it right here. 1, 2, and 3. And there's cover 2, excuse me. But yeah, just 3-issue series. It actually has a little tie-in to Team 7. And yeah, really, really cool. But I am Jackie. Perspective is the best. Whatever, man. I hate perspective personally, but it looks cool when you do it right. Faux show. So anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out. Yeah, please subscribe and ring the bell for notifications if you want to see other stuff. I will finish this. I'd like to finish it by tonight to have it on the Friday night auctions. Yeah, it was a complete series 1, 2, and 3, and that was it. As far as I know, I don't think they did any more. So if you get 1, 2, and 3, you got the whole thing. So yeah, cool, guys. Check out the links in the description. I got my campaign page up for Shadow Sentry. Still funding. Have about 18 days left. So if you'd like to check out a comic book that I'm currently working on, you can do that. And I think that's it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there. And until next time, God bless and peace.